Welcome to Nix Adventrex. After spending the night in the shadow of Mount Whitney at the Alabama Hills, I'm headed up US 395, otherwise known as the Eastern Sierra Highway, to South Lake Tahoe. So stick around and join me on this road trip. Well, that was a wonderful camping experience in the Alabama Hills. And we had a fantastic spot with our own little private dining cave. I would definitely come back and camp there again if it was available. 5 out of 5 stars. And it was free! I'm a little sad to be leaving. As we exit the Alabama Hills, you drive through the small eastern Sierra town of Lone Pine, California. Lone Pine sits at an elevation of 3,727 feet. In the 1870s, Lone Pine was a supply source for the local mining industry, including Cerro Gordo, Keeler, and Darwin, among others. Nowadays, Lone Pine is a popular resupply spot for Pacific Crest Trail hikers. Along 395, just north of the town of Big Pine, is the turnoff for California 168. This road takes you to the ancient bristlecone pine forest and over West Guard Pass. The next town we're about to drive through is Bishop, the largest of the towns along the eastern Sierra Nevada corridor of 395. So I'm driving through Bishop right now, and there's these pink bows on all of the lampposts. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. I'll have to find out. Right up here is the Bishop Theater, and right next to it is this place called Good Earth Yogurt. It's a yogurt place and a wine bar. I've been there before, and it's awesome. Places to get gas in Bishop. The Speedway, which I just came from, and this Sinclair right here are usually pretty good prices, but I think the best place to get gas, the best price, is the grocery store up here. Oh wow, check it out! Look at this vintage car show! Wow, look at that! That is so cool. Well, I picked a good day to drive through Bishop. And then that's Eric Schatz's bakery. Very popular. Here there's the right turn to get into the buns. And yeah, they've got pretty good prices on gas. So $6.05, not like that's a great price or anything, but for California, Eastern Sierra, $6.05 I guess is a good price. That's about what I paid for gas at the Speedway, which is over on the south side of town, right as you come in. See, this one's $6.49, and I shudder to think what the gas price is going to be in Lee Vining, because that's always expensive. But the place that's always the most expensive is Bridgeport. So my guess is Bridgeport is going to be definitely $7, maybe even pushing $8 a gallon. Just insane. But at least you have the beautiful scenery of the Eastern Sierra to offset the pain at the pump. And then there's mahogany smoked meats that I've heard wonderful things about from other YouTube channels. I am not hungry at all right now, so I don't think I'm going to stop. But one of these days, I'm going to try out their selection of smoked meats. Heading north on 395 out of Bishop, you begin to ascend over Sherwin Summit, which tops out at 6,427 feet. Some fun trivia about Sherwin Summit. The Roy Rogers and Dale Evans 1946 film My Pal Trigger was filmed here. Between Bishop and the upcoming town of Lee Vining is the turnoff for the Mammoth Lakes area. In the distance, just to the left of the screen, is Mammoth Mountain, home to Mammoth Ski Resort. We've just passed Mammoth Lakes, and now we're getting close to Lee Vining.
As well as Mammoth, June Lake hosts another but much smaller Eastern Sierra ski resort. The June Lake turnoff is here on the left. Just before entering Lee Vining, on the left is California 120, or Tioga Pass, which takes you to the eastern entrance of Yosemite. We're now entering the town of Lee Vining, which stands at an elevation of 6,781 feet and is neighbor to Mono Lake.
Gas is $7.14 for regular unleaded. Called it. $7.
Heading north from Lee Vining is the Mono Basin Scenic Area Visitor Center. Here there are informative exhibits showcasing the history, geology, and biology of Mono Lake and the surrounding Sierra Nevada, including Yosemite.
It's a giant piece of obsidian. That's cool.
I have to say, I'm pretty happy that I decided to take this little detour here, as just a few days later the visitor center closed for the season. A lot of places in the eastern Sierra do this, that is, close for the season, due to the heavy snowfall the area sees in winter.
Stopped to use the restroom in there and just kind of strolled around. I highly recommend the Mono Visitor Center. There's lots of cool exhibits about the lake and about the Sierra Nevada and Yosemite, etc. And this part of the parking lot is for RVs. So, but you cannot camp here. I did see signs saying no camping. Kind of a bummer. Onward to Lake Tahoe.
Coming up on the right is the entrance to Bodie Ghost Town. I do have a video on Bodie, which is linked below. Just north past the road to Bodie, you drive through the tiny town of Willow Springs. We're driving through the small town of Bridgeport. As sleepy as it may seem, there are many activities to be had here in the form of winter backcountry skiing, fishing at nearby Bridgeport Reservoir, taking in the numerous area hot springs, and more outdoor recreation.
Bodie, $7.35. Wow. I thought it would be up to $8. I am surprised.
Heading north up 395 out of Bridgeport, there are a number of cattle farms just next to the road. Junction 108, referred to as Sonora Pass, is coming up on the left. Here is also the turn to the United States Marine Corps Mountain Warfare Training Center. This section of US 395 between Sonora Junction and the town of Walker follows the West Walker River. In this corridor are found many a fisherman and a number of campgrounds as well. We're now about an hour and a half away from South Lake Tahoe as we enter the town of Walker.
Wow, Walker's gas prices are pretty good, $5.39, to compare that one with the Washishu gas station once we get into the area of Minden and we cross state lines. Right now we're still in California, but we are going to be hitting Nevada fairly soon.
On the left, we're approaching California 89, which takes you over Monitor Pass, a beautiful drive I've done and made a video about that I've linked below.
Cyclists at the bottom of Monitor Pass probably training for the Death Ride.
If you're unfamiliar, the California Death Ride is billed as a sort of Tour de France cycling event that takes place in the Sierra Nevada, or as they call it, the California Alps. The ride takes you over 3 steep, high-altitude mountain passes, thus the name, the Death Ride. On the right, we're passing by Topaz Lake, which, similar to Lake Tahoe, straddles the border of California and Nevada.
Leaving the Eastern Sierra Scenic Byway, but we are still on 395, US 395. We are exiting California and entering Nevada.
We're beginning our descent into the Carson Valley, which is just east of Lake Tahoe. Coming into view are the Eastern Tahoe Mountains, which includes the tallest of Tahoe's mountain peaks, Friel Peak, at 10,886 feet.
So when I come up to Lake Tahoe, I often gas up here at Washishu because their prices are better than what you can find around the lake. But having passed the Walker gas station, which was like $5 and change, wow, you know, Walker gas station undercuts this one pretty significantly. I just gassed up at Washishu and I went into the store and I got my favorite jerky, Washishu. I think it's the Washoe tribe. Anyway, I love their jerky. Got 2 of those, and I got a new bag for Gandalf. I think he can fit in this. I love the Aztec print on it. These are my favorite colors. I love turquoise. So we'll try that out in Lake Tahoe. All right, one more stop to relieve Gandhi. That is taken care of. Now, to get back on the road. Okay, but first, it's jerky time. Okay, how many? Alright, keys, phone, wallet, dog, jerky. Well, let's go. One of the reasons I really like this jerky is because it's classic beef jerky. It's not like that other stuff. You know, like Jack Link's. That jerky is good, but it's soft and moist, and that's not how jerky's supposed to be. It's supposed to be dried out. And washishu. Dried out jerky. Ew, like cowboy jerky. I'm very particular about my beef jerky. Also, this 7-Eleven's got good prices on gas. But it's so tiny and it's always congested, so I never stop there. Okay, so we are driving through, I think this area is it Minden or Gardnerville? Something like that. But all of those little towns that I just rattle off, they're all in what's called the Carson Valley. And we are in the Carson Valley, which is east of Lake Tahoe. Just east. And the mountains that you see in this video here are the mountains that surround Lake Tahoe, which is also part of the Sierra Nevada. This area is so beautiful. It's filled with lots of farms. So it's always nice to drive through here because you get to see the livestock, cows, horses, sometimes goats. Makes me smile. Goats, I think. Yep. Or sheep. Horses. Cows. Lots of cows. Alright, we are exiting Carson Valley, heading up, and we're headed up Kingsbury Grade. This will take us into the Lake Tahoe basin. It's 73 degrees. It's a beautiful day. We are now entering the Lake Tahoe watershed, and we have come to the summit of Kingsbury Grade, which is Daggett Summit, 7,334 feet. Down we go. We're going to make a right onto Highway 50. I mean, not right. We're making a left onto Highway 50, which takes us into South Lake Tahoe. We're still in Nevada, but we're going to cross the state line coming up here, right at the casinos. So last time I was here, that casino down there on the left wasn't Bally's, it was Mont Bleu. but now it's valleys. So right at this stoplight is the California-Nevada border. They call this state line. And now we're in California. And the car will tell me that at some point. And on the left over here is the Heavenly Village and the gondola.
Welcome to California.
Thank you, car. Anyway, on the left is the gondola that takes you to Heavenly Ski Resort. And they do have it running in the summertime because they have activities, summer activities at the top. So we have made it to our destination of South Lake Tahoe. Next up, I don't know, to figure out something to do. Thanks for watching.
If you found this video useful for your future trip to Lake Tahoe, please subscribe. Also subscribe because you don't want to miss next week's video as I visit the filming locations of Top Gun Maverick in South Lake Tahoe.